Hello everyone and happy Halloween! Fabian, what are you?
The Minecraft wizard.
The Minecraft the Minecraft wizard?
No!
Wither.
What's the difference? What's a wither? Is it a wizard?
No! It's this guy with 3 heads. He has like 3 heads and he shoots heads.
Oh my god, so 3 heads, you're gonna be really good at chess then because you have 3 brains, right?
Yeah!
Heck yeah, okay. What am I?
The cheese champion.
That's right, I'm not a chess champion today. I am a cheese champion. Dun, dun, dun. Because it's Halloween, we're gonna have a series called Trick and Treat. So we're gonna look at some chess tricks, and then Fabian's gonna get to pick a candy for every trick he gets right. And if you're playing at home, pause the video, try to find the answer, and give yourself a treat, whatever that might be. Whether it's a bubble bath, a fun song that you rock out to in the middle of the day, or
candy!
So let's get started with
No, big kid.
this position. I wanted to say that I'm doing a little theme here. We're doing tricks related to draw. So it's a position where you can see black's in huge advantage. Black's totally winning. They're up in exchange. They've got this morass of pawns. And they also an avalanche, whatever you want to call it, a scary, 8 scary ghosts. Black's every single pawn is still alive. Black is totally crushing. But is it time to resign?
No!
No. The key is whenever you think there still could be a trick, don't resign.
Yeah.
And instead, white, and this was a blitz game actually, by none other than that guy.
Fabian.
And so he's still totally crushed. But what did black do? He played the move that justifies not resigning. Boom. Double question mark. Because now what can white do? Bingo!
I definitely remember this.
Yeah. Checker Ernie. No! And be careful, man. I've seen people in these positions try to get cute and do this. And then all of a sudden the king escapes like this. And you're like, whoopsie. Can I take that back? No, you got to go here. This is probably the most common perpetual check pattern in chess. It often happens on a castle king, and it's a little pendulum here on g6 and h6.
And I win a candy.
Fantastic job. You do win a candy, even though it's your own position. Sometimes we forget our own positions.
Which one?
You got your Kit Kat.
Yay!
Now let's get to the next trick. Position 2. This is a real game from a prodigy who was 12 years old at the time, Miao Liu, and she was playing against Laura Unick. In this position, black is up a couple of pawns, but with the kings being so open, white, of course, is always going to have a chance. So she gave a check, and now the king actually should go here. We'll find out why. But I can totally sympathize with why white thought it was a good idea to keep her king safe and avoid any obvious queen checks. So she played king to b8.
What do you mean, black?
Oh, sorry, black did. Did I say white?
Yeah, you said white.
Oops. Even though I'm a great cheese champion, sometimes I get this or that wrong. White to move. What would you do? Okay, so that's a good idea, but after rook takes b5, if I just play queen takes b5, what's your follow-up? Oh, but it's check, honey. That's the problem. So you don't have a good follow-up there. Okay, try again. You know what they say? If one idea doesn't work, sometimes you can just switch the cheese order. The order of cheeses that you eat. Like when you get a cheese plate. Sometimes you start with the brie. Sometimes you start with the cheddar. Sometimes you start with the Swiss. Switch it up. Swiss, cheddar, blue, cheese, cheddar, Swiss. All the combos. How can you switch up the move order? Giving up your queen? Yum, yum, yum.
Nom, nom, nom.
B5
It's not that
check.
yummy.
Okay, my only move now, I could play queen b6, but I guess that doesn't help. I go here. Now what? What is this? A rook slicing and dicing.
I don't know what to do.
How do I get out?
This is a way to get out. No. No.
Yeah, but then I give up my whole queen.
Yeah, but I gave up queen too.
Yeah, but then you're still going to be able to keep checking me, right?
Oh.
Right? So, and how about if this?
And
Oh, yeah.
then the best move of all.
Oh, you're trying to beat me now. Uh-oh. I'm not going to fall for that, though. You're trying to checkmate. I see it. I'm going to move my rook away.
So here.
Yeah, you could also, but you're right. I mean, I like the instinct. Now maybe you can try to play for a win, like with rook takes pawn. I mean, it's going to be a draw, I think, but because black can just check you forever. But hey, you never know. But very good. That was a beautiful move, right?
Right.
Check?
Yeah.
I love that move. It's so rare. Unlike that queen configuration I showed you, this one almost never happens. Position number 3. This one is from the 1963 U.S. Chess Championship, and it was between Larry Evans and Sammy Reshevsky.
Did they win 11 games like that other video?
I don't think so, because if Bobby Fischer won 11 games, then he had to beat everyone in the tournament. So there's no way these two guys could have won 11 games.
Why?
In fact, it's funny that you mentioned that, because Larry Evans, who was white in this position, ended up finishing in second with 7.5 points. And after the tournament, somebody said, "Congratulations on winning the tournament." I was like, what? And then he said to Fischer, "Congratulations on winning the exhibition."
What does exhibition?
It's like when you play a simultaneous, like when mommy plays a simultaneous, like plays like 20 people at once and I beat them all. Maybe he wouldn't have gotten second if it wasn't for this game. Because he's in deep trouble in this game. He's actually playing white here, and he looks like he's getting completely destroyed. He's in check. So rook e2 check. It looks like some people would just resign here as white, because if king g1, just what would black do? You don't have to. Yeah, check and then mate, right?
But for side it is. Wait a second, I realized something. If you resign, you can't win a game, so resigning's always a bad idea. Because you can't win a game if you resign.
Definitely a lot of people have that same philosophy, including my friend Jonathan Corblaw. Shout out, Jonathan. But usually at the grandmaster or even master level, there's a little caveat, and there's sometimes some resignations. But let's discuss that another day, because now I want to talk about... I like the attitude, actually. But let's take a look at king h1, because that is what Evans did. He did not resign. He took your advice. And now, of course, as it turns out, there's a better move than this. But, 9 times out of 10, black is just going to play queen takes g3, because it looks like the position is completely over. Right? I mean, black is just ready to mate in 20 different ways. This. I mean,
Wait,
almost every move is made. But what can white do?
If all the pawns are blocked. Let me see here.
Woohoo! That's very close to what happened in the game. Now, what was your idea after this?
Here.
And
then here.
And what happens if I, take the rook?
Draw.
Yes! Amazing! And what happens if I go here? Yeah, you can still... We call this... Do you know what this is called?
Angry rook!
Yeah, usually they call it the mad rook, but I feel like the angry rook also works. Very, very nice. As it turns out, by the way, Fabian, this one works as well, but as it turned out, queen g8 check was the choice of Evans, and then after king takes g8, what did he do?
He just attacked the rook.
He actually played rook takes g7 check.
But what if the queen takes? It's not a draw anymore.
Yes, it is. Because you can't go here either.
Ugh.
Right? You can't go here because 2 squares don't guard this. Very nice. Now here's a question though. What if king f8? Now what?
You can't even take the queen because you're down.
Yeah, you'd be down if you take the queen. So instead, stay angry. Stay mad.
But then it's eventually a draw. Are they a fifth? Is this gonna... And then finally it'll be 3 move repetition.
Yeah, I think 3 move repetition, will that come before the 15 move row? Great question. Yeah, 3 times, I guess you have 8 squares. Yeah.
3 times 8?
Yeah.
How do you not know it's 24?
Of course, you're right. So of course it'll happen before 15 moves.
Did I get a candy?
I think you definitely deserve a candy for that. And so did Larry Evans. That was quite a performance.
Can I get a double candy?
It was like such an epic rook, but imagine playing such an epic swindle. And of course, it's completely overshadowed by Bobby Fischer, who's winning every single game. So I kind of love both the story and the backstory. But fear the Mad Rook.
I got the hat back on.
Okay, well, he's back with 3 brains, so I bet you he's going to find this one pretty quickly. Now, Fabian, this game is actually featuring someone you know very well. We started this video with a Shahadi, and we're going to end it on a Shahadi. This is from a game between Michael Shahadi, my dad, his grandpa, when he was playing against John Jacobs. And in this position, White has just played Queen F6. And it looks fantastic for White. White is up 3 pawns. And it looks like he's just crushing my dad for the upset. But what could Grandpa Mike have done in this position? Notice Black's king. Can Black go here? No. So the king's a little boxed in. Can the knight move?
No.
It's pinned. So rooks can be mad, but other pieces can be mad too.
Like the queen.
Exactly.
But White's winning.
White's up, but it's Black to move. Actually, the game used to be called the Mad Woman's Game. So the Mad Rook makes a lot of sense.
Is it here?
Ooh, I love it, baby. And now if pawn takes queen, what happens? Take that Mad Queen.
It's a over.
Oh, beautiful. Now, what if they were to go here, and then, like, say you were to check here, and then they were to go here?
Then it's checkmate, and the only move to take is take the queen. So the king only has 1 move. It's to take the queen.
Yeah, so that would be a total draw. Although maybe we would just take the bishop, and maybe White would be in some trouble of losing there because he doesn't have a checkmate. But still very, very pretty. So the Mad Queen does the job. And this would have worked too, by the way, Queen H2. I kind of like Queen G3. I think it's even prettier. Unfortunately, Grandpa Mike did not see this. Later, he said that the bell wasn't ringing. And what he meant by that, Fabian, is that when you're looking at a puzzle that I show you, or that you see in a book, or that you see in a tactics trainer, you know that there's a good move. So it's much easier to see. At the time, my dad was 2,000 to 2,200. So he would definitely see this if it was presented to him as a puzzle. But in a game, he just probably was like, oh my God, this guy's beating me. I'm about to lose. So he didn't see the 1-move tactic. And that goes to show you.
And he lost the game.
He did lose the game. That goes to show you never give up. And even if the bell isn't ringing, maybe kind of try to make it ring in your head a little bit. Because you never know. Ding, 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 ding. Well, I hope you enjoyed these tricks and that you also enjoy some treats, as I know little Fabian did.
And my last candy will be this candy.